Why did they
I'm
swap?
like a dream come true, okay? At least that's what my mom tells me, all right?
She's
all
like,
right.
You're just a dream come true.
Well, she's Hispanic.
Oh, yeah, she's like,
Oh.
mijo,
Nice.
tú eres dream come true, and I love you. That's
That's not Spanglish. She would just say it in.
Why?
That's very.
Why did they
all right.
do this?
Anyway, let's hop into the game.
That's how when I imitate my mother.
Some
that's
chicken
typically what
got
I end up
32
doing.
eliminations in
No, she
one
doesn't
game.
at all. Actually,
Oh,
she sounds
nice.
pretty. Sounds more like a New Yorker than
Neato.
anything else. But it's always just funny to just like
What happened?
envision, you know, like
Lupa
my
was
Puerto Rican
hosting,
mother
and then
just
now
being
he's like
very,
just
very
I
Puerto
don't know,
Rican, you know?
not talking
It's always
during the
great.
game.
All right, well, we're back in the
Why?
action,
What
folks,
happened?
and we hope you guys have been having a good time. You saw the top
I don't like
three
this.
duos at the top there. Some of the biggest names in European Fortnite.
Oh man, I had a
And
really
I
good pun,
agree.
but I'm not going to do
I
that.
saw
I can't make
Mongrel
fun of
pop
people's
up there
names.
for a moment,
That's
and
too
even
much.
though he had 10 HP, I was still afraid of him.
Yeah. So
That's how good he is.
Ooh, nice shot.
82.
Had
Yeah,
the
you're going
snooper.
down. Yeah, you're going down.
you know, that's what happens.
I'm not
when
sure. I mean,
you
they're
peek
sitting
for
on
just
top.
a moment and someone has a heavy sniper. You got to make sure you
They're not
respect the
gonna
player. You got to be
push.
aware of what they
They can't do
potentially could
it.
have.
Watch your face.
I believe there was a no. Okay, so he's in the box. Yep. So they're gonna crack.
Yeah.
Oh, very nice. So the revive almost came through. But that blowing out the floor there, they were sitting on a roof towel or
Maybe Loop
yeah,
on
a
Courage
roof.
are hosting
okay,
it. Why
right.
can't they
They don't
host
see-
the
they don't see
YouTube,
the
man?
movement. No,
They
They
don't.
should be
have to-
hosting them all.
They don't
It's
see the
gonna go
movement.
through. It's gonna go through. We're seeing that player stand back up.
We'll be able to pick up, but their back is against that storm. They only have 30
Yeah, he's
seconds.
resting now.
And it's going to
That's
start
okay.
to move.
It's not
so
much
they
more they
have
can
to
do
move,
there.
like, right now. But we'll worry about them later.
Wait,
I'm sure that, you know,
both of
for
them
Fluids
have
and
heavies.
for
Oh
Jester.
no, this
Oh, no.
was not the way you
Oh,
wanted
no.
things
Oh,
to
no.
go.
Oh,
they're
no, he went down.
Exactly. They saw
Yeah.
it. They knew that they didn't have
was
time
not
to
so
move.
great.
That was a point that they wanted to get.
Very
that will just
unfortunate.
continue to add up here. So close to 15th place where they can start to get some
They
placement
didn't go
points.
together.
You really got to be careful when you, especially when someone beams
And
you
then
and you
you-
go
oh,
down
if
and
one
you get
comes
the
here,
revive.
maybe
You
the
gotta be
second one
aware.
will go
These
too.
guys, they know you've gone down. They know you're in that critical only 30
Yeah.
HP. They want that elimination. Got to be more careful when you're
Man,
making
at this
rotations.
level, these players, they're keeping track of everything.
This
If
guy's
they
alone,
see
but he's
that,
gotta kill,
You know,
so I
they
mean,
know
that's one
where your
point.
options are. They're looking at the builds and they're recognizing, okay, maybe he goes back.
'Cause this is
They can't go too
duos,
far back
Puck.
because his back's against the storm. They go to the right. Cool. We know that we have them either way. But here we go now. Storm is
Right.
about to move in just a little bit. Only a couple seconds remaining.
We've got
Dynasty
a bunch of
Carnage,
people
no
sitting on
shields,
that
along
side.
with
It's gonna be
Azelov.
interesting
That
to see
has
this
hurt.
rotation now.
All these players
But
are
I think the
surrounded
circle's
by
actually
players
going
that
to
have
work,
a
yeah.
lot of HP, a lot of health to
So
go
everybody's
and
just
take
prepping.
these fights straight up. So they're going to have to play smart. Now we have Zeron and Zynox here. They're waiting. There's a player
think he's
actually to
gonna
the
wait.
left side here of Zeron, but the community
Oh.
lost. No, he blocked his head.
no.
They're all gonna
Oh,
get
and he
bonked.
gets
They're all gonna get
one.
bonked. Oh, no. Oh, no.
He's still there. He's on the other side of the wall.
Oh no! The dude managed to pick up the
Nice.
elimination there onto
And he gets
Azelov,
that
and I
HP back
mentioned
as
on
well.
Azelov before, very weak. His teammate Carnage does manage to
Indeed.
get out of there, but Zeron is going to be left for the back of the storm for the time
That's
being.
good for him. I
Carnage
like
is
it
trying
when
to stay
people
up.
that are
You
alone,
also
you know,
have
get
some
rewarded
ballers
for
that are
doing
going to
good
circle
things. I
about
like
here. You got to be careful because if you see that cracked baller, some players may just go for the shot. They don't want to deal with your shenanigans if you're hanging out in a baller.
Yes.
Oh my
and
God.
no.
They-
So when
like,
do
they
crack
just
the
look at them
baller,
in the
there's
eye
like
and
a
they're
moment
like
to
having a
fire
staring
back, and that's why you
contest.
see some of these players like he just walked right up to that duo and they didn't retaliate.
Oh, boy.
It's because they just want
Oh,
to make sure,
no.
right? You want to just be like, look, this guy's not gonna.
He
mess
might
with me.
rift here.
Now, unless you're real brave, then you roll up, hop out the baller, and just dome them. In which case, my God, I'm gonna lose.
Oh my
mind.
God!
Well, my
The
concern there
lucky
is there were two
circle. Did you
players
see
who
that? It
were
was coming for
staring
him,
at
and then
me.
it was
Right?
like that.
They were like,
I'm
yes,
always worried about that.
Two
Top of the morning to
back.
you. All right.
Thank you,
but,
Dylan, for the
there's
sub.
always
Thank you
that
so
other
much.
added risk to it as well, and
Oh,
you do
geez.
want to
That's
mitigate
a
that
lucky
as much as
circle if I've
possible.
ever
Put
seen
yourself in a
one.
winning position. Zeron manages to pick up an elimination there as well. That's going to be number 2 for Zeron. Not a lot of builds. Just going to need to find some more elims,
Ay,
but
ay, ay.
continues to take more shots. And
gonna try
those
and
are
help
more
those
times.
minis somehow.
The more times he has to reset,
And it was like,
reshield
"Ah!"
up, get
Yes.
back into the swing of things here.
Yeah, for sure. And keep in mind, he is by himself. Xenox is gone. He does have that heavy snipe and RPG combo, so keep an eye on that. He's going to fire a shot out, switch the heavy sniper,
my
and then
God.
shoot the wall
The
or
ball
a
even-
structure out, and then
He
RPG's
didn't
going to
grab
come in through,
him.
potentially finding eliminations.
Okay,
he
you
does
got
get cracked
20
for quite a bit, though.
like,
He's
270.
okay. Oh, what did he
Nice
do?
one.
Oh, my God, that was a disgusting flick shot. It's okay. He's still in this. That
owns
snipe
all of it.
comes through. Jimmy, he's got to do something. He's
He's got to get out
Oh,
of these.
nice.
Nice to take out Snozcue. And Snozcue was not expecting that at all. And he won't get the siphon from that. You just got to wait for that player to go down, stay
didn't
alive.
get
It's going to
the
be another
minis,
one
I
right next
think.
to him, throws down the ramp, but goes back into the hovel. But he challenges outside, 44 blue. And he's going to get challenged inside the box, but won't
And
be able to stay
Pikachu!
alive. That was a great run there from Zeron, but not enough.
He did
And
really
up
well.
above,
He
you
was
have two
alone the
players from
entire
two
time.
different
Like, they
duos.
rotated
Heiko
around,
and
and
Jexy.
he's been
Jexy
alone.
in the ultimate high ground. Wonder what the
I think
resources are
Jex
looking
might
like for
be
Jexy.
alone
But down
too.
low, look at all of the
It's
players
possible.
there. And there we have the split view. So Jexy has 45. You might want to get a little bit lower, but you're just going to wait this out. See if you can continue to get some more
Right.
eliminations.
Yeah, he is a little bit high. He could
He's
afford to
got
put
a.
down
I don't know
one
how he's
more
gonna deal with
grid,
the chug.
but he wants to
Usually
make
doesn't
sure
really
that if
do
someone tries to
anything.
challenge high ground, he can retaliate. We see players going down all the way
Aye,
there
aye,
in
aye.
the low ground. Keep in mind, guys.
I think he
there's
might
only
try to
one
go
duo
down. There's a
left.
rift
Tell them
down there,
top
I'm
right,
pretty
8
sure.
players, 7 of them being duos. So it's 2v the
Oh,
world,
man.
as Sundown likes to say. We see Jaquan trying to approach
This is
Jexy,
gonna be
and
messy.
he's like,
So it's
no,
up
no,
on
friend,
the-
my high ground.
Look where this,
Stay away.
look where
Can't
this
really
is
see
going,
where
by
the
the way.
circle's
This is
going.
going to go up the hill, and Jexy has that high ground. So these players are going to have to push on up in 90 their way. You got to crank those 90s, baby. But Jexy's not going to give you the opportunity to do just that.
He's
And
not gonna
Jakari's
get
going
up
to be
that
losing
way.
HP. This is Jexy's game to win. Jaquan's going to be out of
This is
this
it.
one. Demon's out of it. Jexy
not much he
got
can
it,
do
and
there.
there you have it. The victory
stuck down
royale.
there.
Jexy maintained high ground position the entire
yeah,
time.
this guy was
and
alone.
never looked back. You know,
Neato.
I stand corrected. We mentioned earlier.
I don't like it when they
maybe
split
you
screen
might
like
wanna
that,
get
especially
a
when
layer or
the
two
stream doesn't
down,
even look
but
that
Jexy's
great. Why
plan,
have I not moved
recognize
this?
it.
Sorry,
That's
my
why
bad.
I'm here. and
Quality
Jexy's
content,
there,
by the
picking
way.
up those victories.
Yeah, I like when people are very mindful. A lot of times in the
Commentator
chaos,
only
you
cares
kind of
about
forget where
cranking
you are, and then the
90s.
mountain ends up overtaking you, and then if someone's above
For
you,
sure.
they box you out. You have to try and punch through their metal, wood, brick,
I mean,
etc.
the
to try and get up.
stream-
And he just
I'm not
maintained
sure
high
how
ground. It's
long
like, these guys have to come to
The
me.
stream
I'm
is
not going to change my
delayed. I
elevation.
think they're
I'm
about
gonna
like an hour
gatekeep them.
behind or
Just-
so.
They're just sitting in
I'm
front of
not
me,
sure.
and that's enough to get them the win.
Yeah.
Now we move on to the next game with the Fire
Nah, they're
Twins,
streaming
Bubba
in
Bless,
1080, but it looks really
Stevlar.
bad.
Very impressive victory royale there. That was very cool to watch. But now we got
my
no,
God,
these two
two
players are
people
actually
sitting
going to be
down
down
there.
low, and we're getting pressured right away. Can the Fire duo push in? These guys, they're waiting for them. They know exactly where they are. Can
Oh
they
my
hold this one
God,
down?
oh my
He's gonna
God,
go
oh
in,
my
Stevlar's gonna
God.
go down. One more player, and that's going to be the cleanup. And Bubba
That-
Bless will get 4. That's
Imagine
5
pushing
total.
down and
They
then just
gotta
get
the
headshotted.
pickup here. He will be able to get the res. Shouldn't get chunked for too much. I think they commit to.
How
and-
was
I don't-
this
I don't
not
like
chunked
this.
too
I don't
much?
know. Unless they have a rift, is there? Please, there. Okay.
Okay.
That's the
I was
only
about to
way
say,
that
otherwise it's not
works,
gonna
by
work.
the way.
yeah.
Otherwise, you're going back down.
Yeah. Oh, and the ultimate high ground.
Doesn't make any sense.
the
Like they
top
should should
of
just
the
stream on
volcano.
720 and just higher the bit rate
And look
instead
at
of
this.
streaming on
This
1080.
is such. This
It
is
doesn't
dangerous
work.
territory, man. Like, I mean, we're
No.
we're kind of going away from the top of the
YouTube stream looks
volcano,
better?
but
Okay.
even then, it's like, oh
shall
man,
swap.
there's just so much
I wanna see, did they
awkward
get to-
terrain that's going to be about these players will need to deal with.
Before we really, I just want to touch on something.
Okay, so currently
Observers,
from what I
you
can
guys are
see
killing it.
from
Keep
the,
going, because that was the
The
sickest
scoreboard,
fly-through I
Maestro
think I've
Mongrel
seen
is
so
first,
far.
Benji and Savage is second,
Snatter,
Airwax and
He
Nico
already
is
had-
third,
he-
Stumpy and
so we
Chinkin
can
is
confirm.
I
fourth.
think he already had him down.
I
Yeah.
was gonna say, if you just
Uh,
got him with the stinker,
and yeah.
that's you hate to see it. 5 HP, straight to your health bar.
So it
I
seems like
love
they
that he's
really
got
just
4
stepped
more,
up.
though, GB. These items are
Yep.
so
Okay,
they only
endgame.
increase in value the
Oh
longer
man,
you
it's
go
like
on
it
in the
just
game.
has to end
That's
around where all the hills
especially
go
as
like
that
this
effective
to
play
try and
space
just
is
push as many people
shrinking.
out as
Drop it
possible.
on the ground, you're like, all right, everybody, no, it's only 5 damage. Just walk inside the sting cloud, it's okay.
Yeah, you would think that, but
Okay, it
those
looks like
days-
they're.
Smells terrible. I
that too,
smelled it.
that too.
Wait. We have a good one here. We have a good one here I want to see. Oh, go. We need to see the other one. Mostly because it's in game. I want to see it. There we go.
On prend notre temps.
So they're at 67
Oh,
points right
clairement.
now.
On reste tout le temps en mouvement.
It's getting to end
On
game.
voit que ça se fight beaucoup, ouais. Dans ce genre de game, justement, les games un petit peu rush, vu qu'il y a beaucoup
Ils sont
d'espace.
41
Ouais.
people.
ça,
I
ils
mean,
passent
it's
bombarder.
about
Mec en boule, pas très loin de nous.
41 joueurs en bille.
one
C'est
rift.
On aura sûrement pas la zone. hein.
Yes.
On sera à côté.
Interesting. It's nice to see from their POV.
C'est la zone qui la pop. Et voilà, malheureusement, ils
No,
pas la
Twitch,
zone.
Tu
please.
peux pas avoir la zone quand t'es
ils étaient en plein milieu, c'est
voilà,
vrai, ils étaient
c'est
en
un
plein
peu
On
milieu.
arrive à la fin
Elle aurait
et
pu être un
zone
peu
d'après,
plus proche
si
d'eux,
la-
mais
si la-
mais
si
bon.
la zone elle va vers la colline, on a gagné la game.
Ooh, it's gonna be next to a mountain. I wonder how they're gonna play this one out.
Ils ont la faille, je pense qu'ils vont y aller
Ça va être
tranquillement. Je pense pas qu'ils vont faille maintenant, il y aurait pas trop
Ils avaient pas
d'intérêt.
des boules
Aïe aïe aïe!
Ouais.
Si, ils ont des boules tout en bas,
Ouais,
ils ont protégé leurs boules. Hein, donc, et je crois
Ouais,
que
on s'en
les
fout,
deux
on faille
boules
celle
sont
d'après.
full
It
piste, donc ça va
doesn't
les
matter.
protéger la hauteur chez les
Too
gens,
far to
et
do, you
on
tell me
est dans
about
le
it.
top 5.
These are the games that are interesting. Here's people we actually know.
peut prendre des
15
pics ensuite,
secondes
par
avant
contre,
que la
je pense.
zone ne commence à bouger, les amis.
Mm.
Il y a des mecs
Is
qui
Hundred
posent
Kins
un
start
peu
out
de
in a
temps,
game
ça
or
peut
did they
durer.
play their games already?
Il n'y aura pas la Storm
Not
Surge,
sure.
on a même
Non,
pas
non,
besoin
non.
de- faut
These
vraiment
guys
voir
always
quoi,
manage to have
ça
high ground
fait
end
vraiment.
game. Yeah,
Là, ils ont
they
tout pour
focus
aller
on it
chercher
a
des
lot.
points gratuits.
Va falloir edit les deux.
Oh my god, they got
Attends,
balls
attends,
too.
attends,
I
on va
can't
devoir-
believe it.
On va devoir éviter le truc en dessous, sinon on va devoir.
When end games optimized, they're working on it.
Et quand t'es bon.
Ah,
Quand il y a la zone. Je prendrai la première boule, tu prendras la deuxième.
Vas-y.
Prends la boule la plus
What do you mean you can see them to the right? To the right is his teammate.
Couper.
What are you talking about?
Avant qu'on soit solide.
Are you okay? That's the duo. Yeah. I was about to
On
say.
avance
What do you
tranquillement,
mean?
on voit que tout le monde est un petit peu en train de se
What are
déplacer,
you
parce qu'ils prennent
saying?
Aucune aggro.
Removing.
Positionnisation à la zone, je
Là,
pense
I don't know
qu'il
if it
y a
actually. I
un
don't think it
droit de
touches
droit.
the. Yeah, it does. The mountain's gonna be in a little
C'est pas
bit.
le drop là, il faut
for
que tu
sure.
ailles derrière là.
On va
Mm.
juste s'enfermer pour
Said never mind. It's all good.
Bien sûr.
Pretty good on mats too. I mean, they do have the balls. I think I forgot to put a
Des pics
roof
derrière.
over the brick.
Et là,
No.
dans des games
Non.
comme ça où les gens se
Yes,
sont
no,
juste
maybe.
entretués, il n'y a pas grand monde, il y a une petite densité, les bulles prennent encore plus de force.
My opinion on them just went down because balls. Okay, let me tell you something real quick. If you think that people that play with balls all of a sudden like, oh, I don't have any respect for them anymore. There's a lot of money at
Pas
stake
beaucoup de balles en vrai.
in these tournaments. And if you go to NY, there's a lot of money in the prize pool.
Je sais pas si c'est le bon call de prendre la hauteur sur celle-là.
I'm not mad.
Il y a
You
Tetris
shouldn't be
juste à
either.
côté.
You have to either drop for balls or you have to fight for them. So it's not like they're just, oh, I'm gonna go and loot for 20 minutes and have really good inventory and then go for a bar.
Regardez la faille
Okay,
de Klaus
it's not how it
sur
works.
Tetris. Ils ont des bulles.
Après, ils ont des bulles. Donc,
That's my opinion. Okay? That's
Ils
all.
sont full vie ces bulles là, donc faut pas lâcher l'affaire avec eux. Bien au
Are they
contraire.
breaking it? Oh yeah, they're probably gonna try and get out in a bit.
La Storm Surge qui
Oh
flotte.
my god, another ball!
Boogie, hein, vraiment.
Hello, ball pal. Hello!
Oh, c'est en dessous, non?
Just be first to ball. Yeah, but even if so, other people will drop
Non, non,
specifically
je parle de eux, leurs dégâts.
to, you know, get loot. So if you get a ball, you have to find somewhere that isn't looted, and that's not easy either.
Si c'est au-dessus
Non,
du
dessous,
centre.
Ouais, il est
ouais.
sur eux là.
Donc attention, hein.
Hmm.
Faut pas l'oublier ça.
Il y a un mec derrière celui.
Honestly, I think that the HP nerf did something. I can't say that it fixed it. Clearly
Pas
didn't.
sur style, un peu.
But
Un petit jump et voilà. Les boules, on s'en fout maintenant.
Puis la hauteur
Là, on
de
voit
derrière.
directement la hauteur, encore une fois.
Voilà.
Nicoff,
high grounding coming!
Là, voilà.
La hauteur, sans trop de ressources.
Moi, je respire quand je vois ça.
J'arrive pas à monter, grand.
Ah, c'est bon, il a réussi.
Oh, stop taking damage!
Cette boule.
Au-dessus, au-dessus.
Nico!
Les gars, quand même, il a pris beaucoup de tics, je trouve.
Stop
Les mecs
it!
au-dessus, hein. Les mecs en face, est, hein.
On va déjà un petit peu de partout.
So this is around the time where they just take.
Allez, c'est bon, là on contrôle. On a 70 points. Allez.
Oh boy. I mean, they still got the rift.
Au-dessus, 3 mecs qui volent.
100% they're gonna focus there now.
Knock.
Allez.
Why can't we speak Swedish in here? Because I
Allez, c'est
speak
ça, c'est à ça que ça
English.
sert.
I don't speak Swedish in my
En
stream.
face, en face.
I might be Swedish, but that doesn't mean that I want Swedish in my chat. It's
It's
mostly for it's mostly just to have people be able to understand what's going on.
Allez, on a
Okay, they give up high ground there. They didn't really have. I don't think they have the mats to contest it right now. They gotta chill a little bit. Yeah, they're gonna rift. I was about to say they're probably gonna do that.
On va prendre la hauteur. On va prendre un petit peu son temps. Même si ça a été une game rush.
Yeah, but I mean, high ground is just, you know, obviously going to be contested. It's really. Oh, he gets.
Full tempo, full tempo.
Oh boy.
Et du coup, Nikov qui arrive quand même à son 60, du coup, évidemment, il peut plus vraiment jouer
He's.
la hauteur tout
I
seul.
mean, he's got 200 mats left.
Il y a encore beaucoup de joueurs en vie, donc oh la dynamique. Oh, elle est rentrée dedans.
Ooh, that's gonna be mace balls.
Il y en avait beaucoup. Ils n'entendent pas.
Oh, they managed to move already.
Bizarre, mais...
Absolument pas, et ça a rien touché.
Mm.
Et on est 110 000 sur le chat.
Oi, oi, oi.
110 000, c'est le record de la chaîne, les amis.
Oh boy. English. I'm after speaking. It's just I've been streaming in English. See, I speak such good English. Okay, totally understandable. I've been streaming in English ever since I started streaming. Aïe aïe aïe.
C'est bizarre ce qui s'est passé.
So,
Oh!
unfortunate. They are at 74 points though, which is not too bad. And that was their 7th game, I suppose. So they're averaging a little bit more than 10 points.
Et là on a Kin et Anti qui sont en train de se battre, ça a pas l'air de très bien se
Little
passer
boy.
pour eux.
Oh, somebody in their house, I think.
Non, je sais pas.
Ils essaient de savoir
Oh,
où est-ce qu'il est,
snap.
l'adversaire.
I speak a little bit of Spanish, yes. Indeed. Mm. Yeah, I mean, having high ground is really efficient, yes.
Arrive, il est prêt pour une décale.
You waste a lot more mats on the bottom than you do on the top.
Il y a Benji Fishy dans sa game qui est en train de faire un massacre aussi. Ils sont
Been
encore
speaking
dans une
English
game
since I've been talking. Dang, dude.
La première zone vient à peine de commencer
That's
à
some
bouger, il
crazy
a 67
stuff.
heures, donc,
Let
Il
me
reste
see.
une grosse demi-heure
oh, il
là.
a vu, il a vu. Oh, la bonne décale. Oh, ça va faire mal.
Maybe I
Ils sont à l'entrée.
let's see.
Ok, je les vois.
I want to see endgame. That's handily what I want.
Je pense que n'importe quel autre joueur aurait déjà décalé.
Let's
hein.
see.
Non, vraiment.
Nah, they're doing like a break.
Même pas capté.
The official stream, so we'll wait a little bit before going back to that.
Faut surtout pas que son arme elle traverse le mur. Faut qu'il fasse attention
Ok.
Kin.
Ça commence à te piocher sévère. Hein.
Ça pioche de l'autre côté, je crois.
C'est là où il est très intelligent.
Oh my god, what's going on over
Il
here?
frappe aussi de poison, donc s'il bouge de là, il va se le prendre.
Oh, he
il s'est fait
peed,
voir.
bro.
Oh, il s'est fait voir, c'est dommage.
Oh,
c'est bien, ça,
nice
c'est bien.
shot.
Bien joué ça, Kin.
Ooh,
Ah, mais l'enfant, il
no.
n'a pas fini. Et du coup, il n'a pas récupéré la vie.
Dans l'escalier, goal rush, goal rush.
Est-ce qu'Unchi a réussi à sortir?
Ah, dommage.
Il a plus de vie.
Oh no,
Ouais,
he
il
went
prend
down
le-
to
Il a
the
pris
trap.
Le trap,
empoisonné,
ouais,
malheureusement,
empoisonné,
du coup.
Okay, they're at
Aucun point
53
non plus,
points,
sur
and
cette
they
game.
have 7
Aïe, aïe,
games
aïe.
now.
Non, je pensais pas que t'allais ressortir par ce coup.
Il leur reste encore 3 games, donc ils ont amplement le temps de les faire sans aucun problème.
Aye, aye, aye. Alright, they're all in the lobby. All in the lobby. Gotta find somebody else. Do we have somebody end the game? Yes, please, maybe. Error loading data. Hello? Twitch, please? Work? Please? Oh my god. I like that they okay, so in the official Fortnite channel, they're replaying the same section again.
All of them have been like congratulating me.
already
And it's a
heard
huge
this.
influx of like new support and it's overwhelming.
I have a few close friends, and they're just blown away. What is this? Like, is
Why
this what
would
you've
they
been
show
doing?
this
And,
again?
Thankfully, they're very supportive. I think we have
They
a
can
really
just
good
have
roster of
Lupo
because
sitting
really
there
good players.
talking.
I think
Okay.
I think I put out a good first impression.
Play that every 15 minutes. Oh my god. I feel like they're missing a lawyer there, okay? They're missing that. They need something during the break, okay? They can't play the same sequence 15 times. Just pisses people off. Let's see. We will find something. Trust me. Can I spell? I can't spell. I can't write. Are they properly synced, both of them? I'm an analyst now. Dang. Let's see how Skype's doing. I know you can't call that endgame. Not yet. I don't know if I like the sound. We're about to find out. It's pretty loud. What are they doing? What? What? Eh? What? This game is really fun. That's not what I'm saying, but hello? They need a lawyer. That's what they need. Thank you, Nico Bar, for the 5 months. And thank you, Dan, for the 3 months. Welcome back. I see. 15 seconds, go! Probably Trigger, maybe. I mean, I can't tell you. Okay, I'm thinking of things we could do during this break. Honestly, like anything. but this.
All right, everybody, welcome back to the Fortnite World Cup. I'm Alex
I think
Golden
Loop and
Boy
Courage will be
Mendez.
commentating now.
I'm Zeke Mateus.
Because whenever Loop is on
Yes,
stage, he's not
for
talking
the
in the game.
distinction. Welcome, everybody. We're very
And vice versa.
excited that you're joining us here.
It's
Just
happening.
so everyone is aware as well, Dr. Lupo does, in fact, have a list of the people who left. And just so you know, you're on his list. So, sorry, guys. I tried to convince him.
He's
Tried to-
coming.
yeah, he's coming.
coming.
He's coming. Did you keep track of the list?
There
Exactly.
you go.
There you go.
He's on his way to you right now.
I don't
didn't
make the
leave. I
rules.
just casually
honestly
went
don't make the
somewhere else
rules.
for
You know,
action.
I feel bad for all
Was
you
that
people.
Cam
But
was
anyway, let's
leaving?
move on with the show because that is
I would just, like,
that's the
open
world
paint
we
and
live in,
draw stuff.
obviously. So,
I'll
Zeke,
do that.
I know that we're getting
100%.
very close to the tail
Kovacs
end
during the
of
break.
Europe here.
Yeah,
Some
watch
great
my
matches.
90s, man,
Great
watch
opportunity
me.
to cast some of the
That's what I
best
would've done.
duos in European Fortnite, go toe-to-toe against
Just
one another.
saying.
Sometimes even in the same server. It was ridiculous.
They
Where
can
are we
start
at right now in
now.
the standings?
Well,
Go
Golden
ahead.
Boy, let's take a look together, see how
I
things
feel
are
like I
shaking out.
can't.
Right here at the top, Secret Mongrel and
Yeah,
Atlantis
there we go.
Mitro. No surprise, all right? We've seen these guys compete a lot. These
The
guys
one thing
are
that I'm
one
a
of
little
the
bit-
most terrifying duos coming out of Europe, period,
Nice,
right?
fine,
Second place, we got
fine.
Benji Fishy and Mr. Savage. Very quickly,
I think
Benji,
Mongrel
I'm
and
very
Mitro
upset
was
that you have
A,
changed away from
But that
the
could have been
fish
because
sticks
they were.
skin. I
that
need
they
you to go
didn't play all
back
the
to your roots,
games.
okay? All right?
Are they going up there now?
Disappointing. Third place,
Very happy
Solary
for them.
Airwalks and Nikov. These guys are putting on such a dominant performance.
Which qualifies
Up in
harder,
fourth,
the
got,
U or the NA?
Trains
Well,
Seth and DRG.
does that feel like
in
a
fifth,
suitable
E11's
discussion?
Tachinkin and Stompy. In sixth,
To have?
Atlantis
I don't
Kedger
think
and
so.
SNG
Thank you, Hassel, for
Tripper.
the 6 months.
And
For the
N.
new
I'm
sub-badge.
sorry if I said that wrong.
Bjergs.
have time,
You know, I'm trying. Seventh is Bjergs and Benji, both from
Let me
S
see.
Puma. In eighth, you've got Vitality Keo and BTL's Hawkers. Ninth, you've got Don't Be
I feel
Furious
we have two
and 4E
bench.
XN. 10th
The
and
top 10.
Hoods.
Or top 20
Lucy and
technically.
AZ.
As Curvo.
Thank
That's
you.
how I was saying.
That's how you said.
Once
But
again, if we mess up the names, you have all the permission in the
Please.
Yeah,
world to
Benji
just,
does late
just
game really, really
There's a lot
nice.
of players.
It's like when
Okay,
everybody
there are a
else
lot of
freaking
new
out, you just
faces,
see
at
him,
least
like,
for myself. You can message
doing
both
everything
of us.
Yeah,
very,
just hit us
very
up on
nice.
Twitter.
Yell at us.
Seriously, at Golden Boy, at Zegma's Prime. He's hard to pronounce.
People are already
and we
doing it.
Won't get it wrong again. But seriously, guys, check out the points right now. 79, 40
Took a nap when you
eliminations coming out
stopped
for
with the
Mongrel and Mitchell.
forest?
This is
No,
absolutely
it's
huge. The next
9:40
best team
p.m.
we've got here is
took a
second
nap?
Benji's Savage.
That's good
as
that you
well
took a
as
nap, dude,
right
if you
here,
retired.
you got Bjergs and Benji. as well.
I'm more interested in the fight for the bubble, right? Where we are right now, the
Oh, that's really warm.
fourth place
Let me turn
spot,
this
because
off.
that's it, right? Your fourth and fifth place spots. That's what
Off.
we would refer to as the bubble when it comes to talking
Oh.
about standings. And
Top three
there is
placement average
not
Match
that
Mongrel.
much of a
Insane. Yeah, I don't know how many
discrepancy
games they have
between
left.
Those two places there.
5 hour
so
naps, that's more like
everyone's gonna be
actual
on the top
sleep.
of their game. It's going to be very intense. But Zeke, it has been very fun so far to catch all the European action. Oh boy, but this is
Oh, the
certainly
European
not going
action.
to end yet because we have more games that are coming up in a little bit. I believe
The
we have our
YouTube stream looks
casters
exactly like
standing
the
by,
Judge one.
or the casters standing by. Do we have them? Oh, here they come! Here they come now. Okay, I like how Sundown just bunny hops
looks
in,
so angry
but then Jack
sometimes.
just walks in and just tries to look as swole as
The way
possible.
he
No, I
walks.
swear, that wasn't even the goal. I went to start walking and doing something
I'm
funny.
sorry. I actually thought you were
Where did
trying to
Lupa
look
go?
swole, so that just shows how swole you
Where
actually
did
are.
Lupa
Thank you so
go,
much. I
man?
appreciate that. I've been at the gym a week and a half, but folks, we're back. Thank you so much, Golden Boy and Zeke, two fantastic pals. But I'm excited for this one because while Dr. Lupo is handsome and knowledgeable about Fortnite, Sundown is basically a direct upgrade across the board.
Oh, don't even.
Look at those lovely
don't
locks.
even.
Known as one of the smartest men in the business. All things about the game and players. I'm going to be picking his brain in this one. So you want to hear more about these European players?
I mean, he's
I'm
a
going to
great
ask some
guy, man.
questions
What
here. The
can I
game's already. I'm already starting to walk.
I was just about to say, let's get right on into it because, like you
Let's
said,
do
we saw
this.
these standings. It's been nuts. Currently, our highest elim leader is Hexoria.
You know, there's a fun game, chat.
POE
It's called
sitting
guessing
at
what people
5.
had to do for money.
44 players remaining
This
in the
might be
server.
one of those things.
26 duos, so 8 solo riders
Please
out there.
see
And
message.
if
I
you
don't know,
are
Jamie.
just
I have no
joining
idea.
us, welcome. We are in the European region for the Fortnite World Cup Online Open
Ooh,
as a
nice
great
one.
heavy snipe there into the double pump coming out from
Man, heavy snipe
ATAA
just-
to pick up an elim there.
Disgusting.
But
Take
as
it
I was
out.
saying, we are in the Fortnite
Apple.
World Cup Online Open #2, the first duo
I don't even wanna
qualifiers.
get
We've
sick.
already seen 2 duos
I don't want
go
that.
through from Asia and Oceania, and we're looking to add 4 more coming out from Europe.
I'm not
right
sure
here,
Maximilian.
Jack.
I don't know
Absolutely,
if I'll
Barry,
stream
get on the
it.
top right
I'll
is
probably like
How
just
many
let him better
qualifiers
watch
there
it.
are per region
Probably.
coming out today?
Hit my can.
Europe, 4 spots, the most of any region, but Sundown, just to clarify,
Oh my
people at
God,
home,
they
that
look
doesn't
same.
mean that Epic Games likes Europe the
Why?
most,
Oh,
right? It just means
I was about to say,
it's
Coleman got like
based
no
off what
HP. Why is he
exactly?
not sharing
it's
his
based
minis?
off of the server population
Share
size
because
and then
you
competitive
care.
participation. So trying to make sure we get an accurate representation
20-hour
for where
stream?
the players are located. Just
I
trying
don't
to
know
make
if
sure
I feel,
it's fair and everyone
like
gets an
I got the
opportunity
energy
and
to do
gets
that.
a
I'm
chance
very
to be
sorry.
represented.
Perfect. You love to
Super
hear that,
sorry.
as it is the World Cup for a reason.
There's already been a lot of
Helping
like
out
jump
on
scares
Nakomi
and stuff.
and Tilak, who currently have 0 eliminations, but they're in the position that you love
you
to be in
eat
these moving
color
zones where you're
the
set up
prime?
early and able to just fire at
very
everyone
much.
who's running around from the
20.
biggest enemy of
I
all.
didn't say it.
The zone pushing from the back. You see the Torque duo right there trying to scale the side of this mountain.
When David gets
Wonder if they know they have 2 players just behind them. As Comey continues to spray on through. Here's his teammate with a knock
Seriously,
on
don't see why
one.
people complain so much about heavy snipers. Like everyone wants.
I believe the
every gun to be
elimination
the
will
weakest
probably
it can
come
be,
on
and
through.
then
Yes,
complain
there
the
it
gun
is.
is so weak.
As Mosey does get cut
Can
down.
you
It
stop
seemed like
calling
you were
me out,
surprised the
please,
player
and
didn't
thank you?
realize there's
Not
someone right next to
cool.
him.
I mean, you have to be aware of what walls you're owning, particularly when you
Alright.
get into these almost turtle-like situations when you
It
are
doesn't seem
in
to
the
be a lot of
1x1s
people
and you're
like
starting to
this one.
tunnel out.
Compared
If
to the
you
other
don't
ones
own a
we've
wall,
seen.
you need to make sure you at least have a ramp in the way or an edited cone in the way. So
Don't
there's
be
at
sorry
least
for not being
one
able to do
layer
10-hour
of
stream.
protection
I
there.
think the
'cause
longest stream I've
otherwise,
done
that
was
happens right
15
there and you get sent back
hours
to the lobby.
in a row.
Absolutely, as we cycle towards the middle of the zone.
Which is not.
Zooer,
I know people
a
do
target of
longer,
many
but
as
it's just
they've
like
got
I
the
prefer
tallest
being able to
one by
stream
one
every day
tower
rather than
right
oh,
here.
let's stream for 24 hours and then I'm gone for 2 days.
And Noji.
So
Looks like it's time to build on out. The quick edit comes on in on the pyramid.
it's just one
Spray
delay.
towards
Let me
both
check.
players, but great reactions. Again, these are
Let's see.
the top players in this region. So if you miss that first bullet, I can almost guarantee you won't have a chance to get a
Like the
second one
double
down
up a
range.
yeah, but you usually.
Slowly floating
From what I know
towards
of
the
like super
zone.
long streams is that people
So they're going to
take
go ahead
off.
and set up on the
day
low
after,
ground
whatever.
right near this next vent. And the vents, for really everyone in the lobby, it gives them a moment to kind of breathe a sigh of relief, right? For a lot of the players here because they have a free
I think
opportunity
the stream might be
to rotate,
delayed. Let me
reset
see.
a
I
fight,
might swap it.
anything along those lines.
That's really what
Yeah,
they're
we're
looking
100%
for. It's
swapping.
a
Give me a
chance to
second.
not have to burn through those mats.
Whoever
You
said YouTube
potentially
had a
go-
better stream, you're a liar, a thief, and a fraud. All of those things. All of them. That's what you are. Where's my sound?
And
Yes,
immediately
please, and thank
back
you.
to the RPG to the low ground.
Yeah, looking to try and hit one of those
Okay.
community launch
Thank you,
pads.
Rasmus, for the 5 months.
His teammate built and he almost knocked himself down. Luckily, the siphon coming through right before that happened.
Jeez.
A little bit of a miscommunication from Young and Eric, but we are inside the top 15 now, so 3 placement points have been earned
Aye,
as we
aye,
get into
aye,
the
aye.
final stages here.
And if you're
Hexoria.
a fan of competitive Fortnite, we've seen that happen many
I don't know about
times
that.
in previous competitions. It's an area of duos
WTF are
which
you doing?
completely
I'm just trying to get some
changes
quality
when
content
you go
here,
from
okay?
solos
Shush.
to duos. You have to have that coordination and synergy with your teammate. It's a big
It
reason why
happens.
people love to see.
And I think that there's
how
a lot of
people
people
can
that are playing
adapt
with,
from solos into duos.
or
Now,
duos
as
for,
we
like,
get down towards our
if they
final
haven't done it for a
15
long time,
players,
and if that's
shots
the
coming in
case,
from
then-
Dizax already 7 combined eliminations, making
And obviously
8 for
there's
this
gonna be-
duo. The
things happen,
50
chat.
health right there.
They have several
Poe
more
actually
weeks,
earned 50, or no, popped a med kit as well. So they'll be
about the
staying
RPG
alive
guy.
in this one.
Yeah,
Now
but I
9
assume everything
eliminations.
happens
How about
because of me,
10?
okay?
That's
I assume
Wares
that everything
now
has to do
knocked
with
the
me.
spray of the limb comes on
Nice.
in as more eliminations continue to light up the feed. Health
Okay, we
down
got
to
5
86.
people alive.
Unfortunately,
He's
no
alone.
shield, but they have made it to the top 5.
Yeah, into the top 5 now. Great work from the Hexoria duo. Unfortunately, NGL Pub
Edit it.
going to down there, but Dizax is looking for it, but he has no builds courage. Needs to find this player, but
Ooh,
Coleman
aye,
is
aye,
going to
aye,
pick
aye.
it up. So now it's
I
a
think it's-
2v1v1. You have
Oh,
Fnatic,
Eric is still sitting
and
on
Evade
top.
Young on the high ground. Flow on the mid-target, knocking him down with the RPG.
Surprised actually.
Oh,
that
they
we're not
both
seeing,
have
Young
rockets.
potentially pop one of these balloons just to float a little bit higher with that RPG. Spray on down. Nothing as of yet. Maybe because they haven't used it too much. They don't want to risk anything right now. There we go. Finally,
the
balloons being
balloons.
popped. I think it's time for the airstrike.
All
being
right, it's the
called
last
in from
guy.
Eric, and here it comes. Shots going down
That's
range
a
from
nice-
the sky.
that was nice.
And there
Good
it
going.
is.
Wow, balloon
Congratulations to
strategy.
Young and Eric with the victory royale.
Would you shoot
right
him down,
there
make
as
him take
both
fall
players
damage?
Remain alive.
Neato.
And once they got that high ground, that's
Thank you,
all
Puda
their
man, for
build
the prime.
from earlier
Boom,
on.
boom,
The
boom.
balloon, though,
Thank you very much.
coming into play. Love to see that at the end, Sundown.
Yeah, it came up huge because then at 29 effective HP, if you're ballooned up that far in the sky and your ally is down the low ground, you're splitting the attention. One of you is going to get a free shot, but we're going to jump right on into the next match. Again, if you guys haven't watched the streams before or it's been a while since you've watched Fortnite,
remember, all these guys are playing native right now and still can perform at this level.
Into these broadcasts, jumping in to match 5 and onward, getting into the matches, getting into the late game, seeing the rotations, and catching as much of the action as we can.
I don't play the duo.
Absolutely, yes.
I don't have
these late game storms, obviously, you see the players who've made it to this point. 44 remaining in this game. A ton of assault rifle ammo for Villain. And for maybe someone at home that's looking to
I know,
get
the more I
into
see the cat skin, the
Sundown,
less I like it. I don't know.
It might not seem like that's something you typically would call out when there's so much else going on, but having
I think the games should be done in like 13 minutes.
That makes a big difference as they had a great shot on the Paro from across the map, but what does it let you do when you have that much ammunition in your back pocket?
He's actually using a launch pad to push,
but
it is with circle, so I guess that makes sense.
Particularly as you're rotating, you don't have to worry about conserving bullets for later. As they try and convert on this knock they got in the minigun
too,
so
are you kidding
knowing
me?
they have the resources, and he's going to force the emergency rift out from the opponent. So knowing that they had enough medium rifle, enough small ammo to then go over there, use a launch pad, convert on the elimination.
Both
you're not
my cats are
worried.
most likely sleeping.
60
I don't see why any of them would be up.
It takes you too long to end up pushing through the box
all the
and
time,
converting
dude. They don't have time for anything else.
It's a great way to put it. You'll see it, especially coming into play late game. Love what I'm seeing right now from Sherman and Close. You see already 140 total builds possible for Sherman.
All right, they're sitting on the bottom. I mean, they pretty. I think they got like 1.5-ish
because they're pre-built into the zone. They were already here when it popped.
Not sure how much Close got, but I guess
almost want to see if they drop materials on their body and go back and grab more.
By the spectator games we don't care about, not the games with all the top players.
They can expand that a little bit if they'd like to.
Yeah, they're going to look to tunnel out and then keep like a little reservoir. I know if you're
then they will get shit.
With
oh my god, why are we not seeing all the games? Why are we only seeing games from people that we know?
I know Zayt and Saf do it as well. They'll look to build out a specific bridge or leave just a one little 1x1 where any of those excess materials are. But with the zone already being inside of it, they don't have to worry about it. They can also opt to build upwards and then just wait as we now jump on board with Meppy.
Meppy, I believe right near this edge of the zone, just peeking on out, has a good little sight line. Doyle, one shot coming out of the zone, and I believe Meppy just hit a snipe on the Skipper.
Everyone who qualified deserves their 5 minutes.
Did they get the knock, though, was the question.
I feel like in general, I think it's very intriguing to see everybody that is in, not just
in the storm.
the people that I know.
Down. Somebody else was able to pick that one up. Meppy going up to the 2 elims as Gadris picks up NSK
the cat alpha,
there,
how you get it? It's battle pass skin.
15 throughout. Now, if you are unfamiliar with the point format, placement
points,
it anymore. 10 total cumulative. There it is. 11 through 15th is 3.6 through 10th.
All the 4 people you know.
For 5 total.
I might more like know us, and I know who they are.
7 total.
And they might know that I exist.
Duo takes you away with 10.
Graphics team, that was brilliantly done. Lunch is on me. It's in the back. There you go, guys. Enjoy it.
Ow. Storm is taking for how much damage?
Rift to go used.
10?
Will not be able to take that one. Also, a launch pad just got dropped just behind. Not getting able to take that one either. Ooh.
We'll take that one.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and at least take the shot. And
Wait, didn't he deal 200 damage? I thought I saw it too.
To kind of build towards the back. Only 30 total builds remaining.
Left.
And this is the downside to not having any of those movement items.
Yeah, and the knock did end up just getting converted right there. Just didn't pop up.
Did get a lot of balls jumping around, obviously.
So
200 WTF.
On that
I didn't see that he got a kill.
And a lot of ballers left. This is the most ballers
I got very
we've seen towards the end game. Europe, generally,
sorry, I didn't see it.
Doesn't really allow players to have those rotations, but because we are over in that southwest corner of the map, a lot denser, a lot
and
more
he
lives in that
Sherman's
area. So
is alone as well.
Atypical to see them if a circle's over in this area.
Yep. That's a great way to put it. Joey. They had no chance in that position that they
He's
were in.
He's going to get shield for
the
that
edit
now,
comes
though.
out from Sherman. No shields, though.
And
now down to just 56 HP. Tries to go for the quick edit. Did get the elim.
He's taking damage.
Health. 19 HP total.
Oh.
And he gets knocked to the breakthrough in time.
No, he's dying.
Owned himself. That's so unfortunate because he was waiting for that siphon to come back
Then
over,
someone
but
got
Andy
killed. I see.
just now ticking out, and he was eliminated outside of that top 15, so
that's
missing out on the
unfortunate.
first 3
Only we
placement
would have been
points.
able
And
to
do they
thirst
get
that
that elim?
somehow.
Do they get that elim point because he winds up dying before the elim finishes?
No.
He should end up getting it, assuming he didn't end up leaving the server, I believe, with that going
You get
through. So they
kicked
should
from
get
the
point
server.
from
What are you
that, but
talking
will miss out on
about?
the 3 from the placement, so
Yeah.
definitely not efficient.
I think it might
there
be
as
enough time
everyone's
to
trying
get the
battle
kill, but
for
still.
as much
You
as they
should
can
be.
get.
No, you
Sniper
don't.
Picking up a great
I've
elim
had
there
arena
onto
games where
Lila
I
on
didn't
the
get
low
my
ground.
points after I
Just
left.
staying
Oh, sorry,
for the
when
moment.
I died,
This
and
is where
then
you
I
just
got the
peek
kill
through
with the
wood,
trap or
look,
whatever.
Potentially someone
Or I
like, let's
knocked.
say, you see Swayze right there with no
Whatever.
shields, or Young with no
I'm
shields
sure
trying
it's
to drop on
functioning
down
great.
and get to safety.
Nope, gets knocked there despite having the no shields, does get picked off. Now you see SVQN working
Oh.
his way down, trying to
Some
utilize the
smokes.
stinks as that
Only
zone
have one
gets
left,
closer. I mean,
thankfully.
Zeke put it best, as this play area shrinks,
don't get points
have
if you
the
die,
high
even
ground,
if you're still in
just
game.
lobbing stinks down can be super effective.
Just
Ooh,
like this,
that
burning
hurts.
through so many materials are those lower players trying to dodge
Even if
the
players are
stinks.
not. Yeah, isn't
Beautiful
that
beam from up
fantastic?
top from this duo. Youngtooth now down to just, what, 60 HP in total, if not
There's a
less.
couple people. That's a really
Villain,
bad
the bottom
circle.
right of your screen. This duo MTS just got knocked.
Oy, oy, oy.
Most players on the high ground, and it looks like
It's like
right
a
now,
90-degree
it's
almost.
the players on the high ground that have
Oh,
the
jeez.
full advantage right here. We're in our ninth zone. Sundown.
Yeah, they're gonna be
ninth
happy
zone,
about
which means we are
having high
going to
ground
full
here.
closure.
100%.
You have SVQN in the top right, Vilhane in that
Third
middle
place doesn't
part,
even have any
all
wins.
alone
It's all
in the
about
bottom right,
the kills.
wide view.
Anyway.
On the left side, you can see how
Technically, you should need
RM8_8 and his
balance.
partner just have so
And,
much
yeah.
room here, but the circle moving back towards the older builds. I mean, they can just control it,
Bit
but if
random
they want to
Fortnite
challenge
streams
and
a lot.
go
I don't
for
know why
elims,
they do
have
that.
a great angle too.
Thank you, Sun God, for the 2 months.
210.
Welcome back.
Pump shot.
Oh, really? Get
And
the second.
another
I'm not really sure
challenge
what's up
with
with
the
that. I
heavy
really don't.
sniper rifle. That's 2 elims back to back. 2 more points earned. Now in the top 3, make it 3. Another
Okay.
pump shotgun to the dome, wipe the rest
Got
of the
SV.
lobby.
I mean-
and now it's a 1 versus 2.
Yeah, that's
he
kind
just
of not be so
eliminated
great.
the rest of the
Oh,
solo
they're pushing
contenders, taking 3 straight 1v1s.
I don't know
no
if they
problem
have
for
any
Vilhane.
extra
So
heals.
now RM8
The spectator
and
mode can be
SVQN
bugged
are going to drop
sometimes.
down and try and challenge, but Vilhane has all the momentum here. He's got to be feeling himself.
Yeah, he most certainly is, but you can have all the
Okay.
confidence in the world. You're now stuck
Thank
in a
you,
1v2.
Double Pete, for the 3
and they have
months,
the
and thank you,
high ground.
Colonel, for the
RM
2.
looking down. He's blocked off now. They're continuing to just
I
blanket
see him
the
under.
sky. Oh no, I feel like the zone is the biggest enemy for the moment right there. RM8 drops
Oh,
down,
he
and yet
goes
Vilhane,
down. Could have worked.
he did a brilliant job getting to that point, but unfortunately RM8 and the duo are just on the
Showing
high
off
ground with
90s is the
200
way to
HP.
go.
And you know what? They miss it, so they're cranking
Everybody's
90s right
doing
back
it.
up there.
I hope that
Crank,
if you win,
crank. I
chat,
mean,
I hope
look-
you do
look
a
at that
90.
fossil, man.
Several
That's
90s.
so many
Just
builds,
do
so
it.
many people who had to
Quick
tarp
for
their
them.
way out. But now
Quick.
we're going to jump
Do it.
right on over to Gamers Origin. Miz right
Epic
there
Dev had a
in our
communication statement
current
on Reddit.
elim
Yeah, we're
leader
gonna
is
see how that's
Sir,
gonna work.
sitting
Sir.
on 3 elims.
3 elims, 48 players left. A very similar
Dancing's
area of the
outdated?
map,
No,
actually,
it will
is where
never
we're
be
hopping on
outdated.
into.
Yeah, right over on kind of that snowy and
Okay,
grass
he's
area
alone, he's got a
biome
ball
just
that has no
outside of
HP.
Tilted, heading over towards Shifty as
so
we jump on board
broken,
with
man.
Miz Daedra already being taken out. 48 players remaining, 25 duos, so only 2 solo riders hanging out here.
You see the E11 members being focused by basically
Can't do the
everyone
90s
right
practice.
now
Makes
on that
perfect.
western side of the
There's
zone.
communication
Miz just
basically
boxed
about
up.
competitive.
Trying to just be, again, I always say kind of trying to be
And
a shadow.
how, you know,
just want as little attention
they
drawn
shouldn't
towards
be
you as possible
releasing
when you're by yourself.
game-changing stuff.
I mean, look, it looks like he's been through war. Look at the health on his baller as well.
You know?
130 total builds. I think the silver lining right here. Trying
Thank
to
you,
preemptively
Ducky, for
get
the
set up in
prime.
the zone. This is what we talk about. We say these ballers give you basically a free rotation in these late game moments.
As long as people don't shoot.
Miz's
Oh, somebody shot
baller
his
gets
ball.
ripped by Ricky and Jaba. So now
That's
it's just
fine.
all down to Miz and the fancy footwork that survive these zones. Shots coming
Did you
in.
think
does
it's a
get
good
one
idea
tag
if they have
on the player's
a
leg.
separate slot for explosive?
up the
It would
window.
counter boxing
Such a
up.
great edit, and to keep
Brilliantly
right
done.
hand both times. Will he be able to?
People
and
are
the fact that he
using
then re-edits
explosives,
the
whether you
wall
would give
so
them a
that all the
dedicated
materials
spot to
drop
do
on his
so or
side.
not.
He now is going to put down the poison dart trap. It fires from 3 squares away.
Yep.
He owns this ramp, so if the other pressure players and a dart goes off, he can get the connection. But now
I don't know
he's
what you
on
mean.
max mats with a little bit of that storage.
It's a matter of opinion
space
if you prefer
in the
dancing
center
or doing
of
the
the
90s,
next
yeah,
zone.
of
So a
course.
ton of players are
Of
going to
course.
have to rotate. For a solo effort, that's fantastic.
Yeah, this is already a great
Oh,
job
we got
right
Kinsella and
now. The
Billix
big
up there.
question that will remain if you're a fan of Miz, can they reach the top 15 for the placement points? We'll keep you up to date on that one. Kinzel all the way up top. You see players dropping on in.
Oh boy, taking a lot
It's
of
a
damage.
full-fledged spray. They're trying to get anything they can, Sundown.
Yeah, and Kinzel and Villex, if you are unfamiliar with them, Kinzel has been around since the very beginning, doing incredibly well in the showdown. So it was so good for
Rip.
them, utilizing the heavy sniper,
Heavy sniper,
knowing they
dude.
don't have a second sniper.
It takes most people
so
by
it's-
surprise
they
too.
do.
That's the
They
worst
got a
part.
boom
rifle. Oh, that was
That's what that
that
was.
the
It was a
boom
heavy
coming
snipe
through with
boom
it.
bow.
Oh my god. Yeah, so heavy snipe immediately swapped to the AR, boom bow plus the headshot, taking down
Ay, ay,
that
ay.
100 player. That was a brilliant
Imagine having a
combo.
spare slot
Yeah,
with
it's
10
a great
dynamite.
bit
Hey,
of teamwork.
Digimon!
Seems like there's a
some
little bit of
people
a
do.
close range fight for the moment right there. Jarkos
guy's
and
got
Zeke,
6
2 eliminations so
impulses,
far,
not really
6
the same, but
impulse
kinda.
grenades. You know,
You can push
as
people
someone
up.
who's a fan of Fortnite, my favorite game in the world, play it basically every single day. Hell, it's my job to play it and just cast it. I am so happy impulse grenades are back. They just add such a fun layer to the game. They're flashy. It's just one of those pure fun items that I think
Flashy.
perfectly sums up a game like Fortnite. But what's kind of funny is they're like
Ay,
the
ay, ay.
lowest level for me
Is that not their?
of,
Oh boy.
on the tier list of
Oh,
movement
boy.
items, right? Like,
He almost killed
sure,
both of
you're not
them.
really the happiest. You're stuck with just impulses. But
No,
moments
and he
like
gets
this, they
low
could come in use, and
ground.
I love that we're seeing it right away. Look at this. Yes,
Nice.
they're risky.
Yeah, impulse
yes,
is
you can
kinda
take
good.
fall damage, but that just saved Jarkos from being
36
stuck
people
in that
alive
zone.
still.
Gave him a get out of jail free card. I'm so happy they've been added back.
I mean, look what happened to Zeke, who didn't get
I don't
one.
know, I
One
think
player
impulses
bonks
are
his
fine.
head, is able to utilize the
Okay.
impulse to get midway
Okay,
into the zone and
alright.
find another launch pad. The other player doesn't have the impulses and then has
Okay,
to take
well,
that
Kinsella
risky
and Villex still
backside
kinda
of the
got high
circle
ground up
rotation
there.
that we're always referring to.
A lot
where
of
there's
people
so
on
many
the
players
bottom.
looking to not only rotate but also frag out.
Yep, it's so perfectly done. Right there, Villex
Ooh.
all over the engagement feed with
This
2
ball
limbs
is
right there.
almost
Removing
dead.
Rennick and Sir from this one. They're basically playing protect the baller right now as money. It's already that
What?
one
He's
shot.
gonna
but
get stuck
still,
there.
The opportunity to use that to scale one of these mountains could be
boy.
priceless. Rift being
All right,
used.
Villex and
Everyone
Kinsella do
tumbling
not have
along the low
high ground
side
anymore.
of this cliff because it's a little bit harsh to have to go straight up vertically.
Yeah, Mongo's
MM
playing.
and
Yes.
Dirox on the high side
Indeed.
of this dark
Not
net
in
one shot.
EU,
Blackie
Loxy,
now
no.
limb.
This is EU
Harry
right now, so
frantically
no
trying
NA
to build
players
out of
playing.
the zone.
Nice
As there's now
shot.
26 players remaining, and just like that, we're now in our top
Ooh.
15 of the duos.
Yep, top 15, so everyone getting the 3 points.
Snap.
Blackie unfortunately being dropped just before there, so missing out there.
Oh,
A great
snap.
edit play for money, but it's going to drop
Close.
down, finds the other player.
Oh, yeah,
105
yeah.
and converts with the AR.
Nice
Can
shot.
he get the siphon out and then protect himself? Puts down the trap just to make
Nice.
sure. and
Well,
then
he gets
a
HP
second
back. His
to
teammate
kind
is
of
also
reevaluate
live, but
before he
somewhere
has to
else.
rotate out.
Oh my
So that
goodness,
putting
gotta-
pressure on
gotta
several
bust through this metal.
prizes.
There we go, get through.
Hello?
Where's the pump?
No, what happened?
Was that an enemy trap? It was.
I think
right?
it was. I think it was. He needs to get that and drop through the floor. Can he do it? The other one's gonna fire, and he
Oh.
does. But there's somebody waiting. Again, we
Double
talked about
traps.
the backside of the circle. It's so incredibly hectic, and the players who are ready to fight.
This
and
is his
on their
teammate.
practice,
There's
just
7
like
kills.
That. Sebas, what?
It's
Brilliant
mostly solos
reaction
alive now,
time.
too.
Sebas with a stacked inventory at the moment. Would probably like to have a few more materials, but we'll have to make do now.
lot of
20
solos,
builds
man.
left, 14 players remaining. Boom bow.
RPG in
Nice.
the box right
Yep.
over next to him,
Neato.
but a great pickup onto Broken. He wants to try and
He's
convert
got
and
100
get
mats
over and
left.
see whatever materials are there, but he heard the RPG
got a
reload
bow.
come out right there from Sebas, so he doesn't want anything
NGK
to
just
do with
fell.
that.
NGK just fell down from the high ground.
Oh,
I'm not
snap.
sure if they were out of mats or got shot out, but there's the fall damage.
Something
Sebas
happened.
dropping down. Azanite all
Oh,
the way
he
up
had no
top,
more.
Beginning
Oy,
to
oy, oy,
waterfall
oy.
this lobby, dropping like flies. We're down to 4 players, 3
Sebas,
players.
Oh, geez, he's
incredible
killing
players.
everybody.
Sebas all by themselves. There's the look on the right side of both POVs.
Is it a 1? Yeah, it's a 1 versus 1 right now.
Azanite back up top, hearing the minis get popped.
Oh, boy.
This is so tense right now. Sebas is going for the challenge, looking for the edit out, and is trying to retake this high ground. He's not giving it to him, though, and Sebas gets the high ground from him.
Did hit one shot. There
And
it
he
is.
gets him! He didn't expect him to push up.
Azanite with the elimination and the
Oh,
victory
snap.
royale.
That guy
A beautiful
just-
flick in the final moments. It was Sebas
like,
who was
basically
making the
took
hero plays
a
that
grass.
you saw.
What do you
But
call him?
Azanite
A lawnmower
hops
just...
on in, wins the 1v1, and secures those extra 3 placement points.
That was so
Nice.
well played from
close
both
one.
of those. You saw C-Bus go on a 3 elim tear, taking out
I think the
Diego
game's-
GB as
yeah, the
well,
game
which
should
qualified for
be
that
done
solo. It's
now.
nice seeing
Or
there
rather,
in the end game.
there-
But
there's
running
still
through,
people in.
retaking high ground, but Azonine with that incredible
But
flick.
starting
we're gonna
from now
jump
and, like,
right on
30
in.
minutes
You
forward,
see
there's not
their
gonna
current
be
elim leader
any more
sitting
games.
on 5.
Ever using a lot
I
more?
think it was WZKY. Apologies, missed that one
I don't
going
even
through,
know how
but
that
now
sound
we're on board
is.
with Mikey's and Dav
Oh,
on 4
headshot.
elims combined. And make it 5.
I
There
think
we
the
go.
redeploy
Nice
just
little
messed with
cleanup
him
when
there.
you've got a weapon like an
I have a
epic
stream
assault
PC, yes.
rifle.
I have a game PC and a stream
it's
PC.
just, it just lets
There's
you.
not that
you just feel
many-
so much more confident that when you're spraying, you're going to get that elim you want.
I feel like the
Between
first
that
couple
and
of
the-
games it was really
between that
stacked.
and
Like
the-
it was 50 people
For me, the
around
rare
the circle.
AR is like the most balanced weapon
But it's a
across
snowy
Fortnite
ending, so it
for
makes
as long
sense.
as it's been in. Nothing like getting the blue AR in your hands and
look,
being able to
it's
lay
me.
down fire. But
There will be
into
4
this game,
teams
29
from EU
players in
qualifying
total.
this week.
17 duos left, and one of the lower amounts of players left in
and
this
then we
lobby.
have-
And for me, I
Do
would
they
think
do
that's
any
because of
East
where
and
the
any
zone
West?
has ended up,
I
right?
guess they
It's
do them different
forced
times.
everyone to the
There's gonna be
southernmost
3
part
from
of the
any
map.
East and
Probably more
1
fall
from
victim
any
to the
West.
zone. Have had to have more harsh
All games are over
rotations
in a
where
Fortnite stream.
people
We've
that
been
have
here
been
like an
set
hour.
up have been able to
The games are
more
not
freely
over
just
yet,
spray at
but
them as the zone
it
is
stops
non-stop
at 10,
pushing
which
right
was
at
3
them.
minutes ago.
Well, and also,
since
it's
one game
incredibly
can go on
awkward
for I think
to try
maximum
and rotate
27
down
point
towards the
something
southwest
minutes.
corner. We talked about it a little bit earlier
Now in
in this
27
block
minutes
of games,
forward,
how there's a
the
lot
last
of
games will be
ballers
played.
and driftboards down in this kind of snow biome, whereas the top right, the kind of dominant form of rotation is more the cannons and the geysers.
Yep.
But those are fixed locations, right? You can't bring those with you. So all of a sudden, if all
When
the
does any
ballers
start?
are
I'm
from
not-
the
I
southwest
don't actually know.
and the circle's in the southwest, and you run
don't
out of
know.
the geysers, you're forced to rotate on foot and allows these players to pick whatever they need.
So the
All right,
games aren't done
brilliant
yet,
item
no.
idea.
But the stream
You can
usually starts a
convert
little
your
bit
10
later.
balloons
Aye.
into one big balloon, and
That's
you
some
can
fancy
bottle
letters.
the air of the geyser to carry
stream is still
basically
alive, too.
a geyser in your back pocket.
Alright,
I
so
don't
using
know.
launchpad, get
All
into
I know is
circle.
Epic. If you want that idea and you use it without paying me, I'm gonna sue you.
Yeah, good luck with
Celebrating a
that.
long
Good luck
holiday
suing them.
today. It's Easter here.
Oh my
Trust me, my family's gonna
god.
be eating good after I win that lawsuit. I'll tell you right now. But guess what, folks?
Ooh,
18
that
health
kill
left
that he got
for
on the
Control
kite earlier,
Roller.
it just
Control
saved him.
Roller?
Control
Jeez,
roller.
it almost killed him.
Oh,
Control.
And East just started, and West is
I don't
starting
know.
at 1
Controller
a.m.
roll.
We're gonna say
Controller
control.
roll. Controller roll. We're
There we
good.
go.
Controller roll. You have
Man,
Broken
it's gotta
Spy
be-
right
I feel
there.
like
AK Nuclear
West-
with Dust next to him. Cool.
How big of a region is
DXYZ,
West? How many
Celestri, and
players?
you also see this backside of the circle. Dav and Mikey's right on top of each other. See Dream trying to utilize that baller and still
Sitting
on the
in
safe
the
rotation as
ball
we're so far
all
south.
day.
And what's funny now is because the zone was less populated on that rotation, since we joined this game, we've gone from 29 to 28. And we just had a full movement from Happy Hamlet down to
To be
the
fair, it
southeastern
wasn't
side
that bad of a
this
circle,
POI.
so it does kind of
Basically,
make sense. It's
everybody
not like they
lived.
had to cross
Now,
mountains,
as the zone continues
volcanoes.
to condense more,
no,
we're going to see these
etc.
lobbies where we typically have more
not what
players
it was.
kind of catch up to where we are in this, and then it's all going to escalate quickly. I know we see multiple
see if they
ballers on your screen right now,
posted-
5 of them beginning to move on out. The 2 players in the back with launch pads. That's how they get away with being that far
See,
back
they're
in the
probably in
zone
the
and not
last
having
game.
to kind of preemptively move.
Yep, you can wait. You know you have that utility, and also all of those baller players. Another thing that's going to contribute to how dense these circles are going to be is these baller players
Okay, it
aren't
looks like there's
using mats
a-
to have to pick up these rotations. So when they do get forced out of them and the team fire eventually comes through, or the circle gets too
like they
small,
made it. Oh my
then
God.
they'll have so many more of
Oh,
these utilities to be able to challenge for the high ground,
Yep.
play defensively,
How much
set
did
themselves
cost
up
a
to be in a
bit?
positive position, or catch people
Oh my
rotating out
God.
like
He
this.
went out
As
and then he's
takes
like, nope,
some
nope,
chip, but is
nope,
able to
I'm
jump
back in my ball.
right back into that trusty ball
Nope.
and roll on away.
Roll on
Nope.
away. A stink hitting Bodike and Gringo up top. AR and HBN just
Yeah, there's still
building
people
on
in
out.
games.
Playing the high ground for the moment. That's a knock on one. I believe the other just died as well.
Oh boy.
Quick little
Balls
cleanup
being
right
shot
there.
at.
2 elims for this duo now.
No new
They've reached the
EU
top
games will
15.
start
So
now.
right
Exactly.
now, this is
They
a
they
5-point
stop at
game.
10, which
so
was
they
6 minutes
just
ago.
got their first couple limbs.
But some
and they
people are
just
still
got their
in the
first
games.
placement points.
Like I said.
What's crazy is, and we don't talk about it a ton, Sundown, is if you fall just outside of that top 15 and you play a game
Capitán
for
really
20
low.
plus minutes to reach or 20 minutes almost to reach this and not get a single point at all, it's extremely detrimental because you only have 3
Oh, boy.
hours of total play time.
Oh,
We've seen
my
many
God,
of
he
these
shot
top
him through the
teams
wall.
only be able to play 7 or 8 of their games because they spend so many times reaching towards the
Ooh,
top 15.
ow, ow, ow,
Yeah,
ow.
you really need to maximize
think,
efficiency on the point. So
Dream
if
is
you
alone.
drop out and you are playing for the late and
I
hoping to
think.
get some of those elimination opportunities later rather than trying to get them early, but you get dropped out in 16th or 17th with no elims,
Okay,
all
so
of a
this
sudden
team
you've
has
been
like no, they don't
in
have high
queue for a little
ground, but
bit
they're
of
sitting
time
kind of
and
in the
then
middle.
into the match.
I feel like
with
that's really
0
messy because
points to
then you
come
have
out of that.
people
No.
shooting up
and
at
then you have to
you,
go
under you, and
immediately
then
into
top of
another
you.
match
And you're
try
tilted,
your
you're
hardest.
upset, yeah.
And tilt is real. We talked about mental game having to be strong. Twiz talked about it when he
Kill
got through in
him.
Oceania. And Controller
Aye, aye, aye.
showing great mental right here.
Oh
as
my
he will
God.
go down, get the knock as his teammate is picked
Oh,
up, and then
30.
put pressure back out. So he knows the Siphon's going to come through in a second. Doesn't have to worry too much about that storm. Once he gets
What do you
back in
mean? It
17
takes
for
way
now,
too hard to
shit,
not
where's
care
the
about
Siphon?
it.
Yeah,
Where's the
he's like,
siphon?
please.
Where's the siphon? Where's
Unless
the
his
siphon?
teammate might have been able to cover it. I don't know. It looks like it might.
Oh,
There
he just got it.
Finally ended up going through. Was a little towards the
It's
edge
not like
of the
he's
zone, but
gonna
now
help him
only
much.
working with 32 effective HP. But he finds it
Nice.
onto Snowy, and he got the full conversion there. So the Siphon kept
Aye,
him
aye,
back
aye.
into it, and he's into the top 8 with more.
He's got a
max
gray
now.
AR too.
And the
Oh my
player that
gosh.
was shooting, the player that was shooting at him from behind actually broke the wall
He's
that he
doing
needed
so
to
well
push on through as
considering.
well, clearing his path.
Oh, and he goes down
Unfortunately,
Oh, he went down now.
Control does go down there. Perpetual up
Oh,
top,
snap.
spraying down on a Goldeng.
Oh,
Having to watch out for the two
shoot.
players above, though. From that angle, you couldn't tell that there was actually people about 3 stories higher on up, and now Perpetual's got a decision to make.
He has
With
no
no
mats.
mats left, it's time to drop on down and get into the fray.
Yeah, so it's
He's
a
out of
2v
mats,
the
you're gonna
rest of
think,
the lobby
yeah.
with the 2 being on ultimate high ground. So Perpetual's just gonna
Nice.
dive on in. Radu, your rip, you are
Now
back
he got
in
mats at
lobby
least,
as
so you know
well.
he's got that
5
going for him,
players
which is
remaining
pretty
with
nice.
4 duos left.
And he's on the far side of the zone, so he's got time to at least pop 2 of those minis from what looked
Now
like
he's
an
out.
impossible
I think
scenario
he's out.
to now over
Again.
150
I think that was
HP
it.
with 65
I am not Loxy,
possible
no.
builds.
And Cypher just straight up
How many more
ran
games
and took
into
high ground.
Destiny?
He's like, I 90 better than
Well,
you.
everybody's
I
got
build
10
better than
games,
you.
and the
Taking
last
that
game will
straight vertical
be
approach
over
and
in
ran up there,
about
took it away. Now
50
Perpetual's
minutes.
challenging the low ground.
Wait, Perpetual just went for it
No.
all, and that's a questionable decision for me, in my opinion.
All right, we got
Tried to
Cola
make
and
it happen,
Golden.
Unfortunately, missed a
It's a
couple
1
of those
versus
shots.
1.
Now a 1 versus 1. Min's Cola on the low ground, Golden Jay on the high ground. Not much for Golden Jay to work with right now.
Oh
Oh, the
no!
minigun spray.
And he still
no!
gets him!
The 180 pump. The spray, which you think
Dang.
could potentially catch him off guard, doesn't
Neato. That was a
faze him
close
at
one.
all. The mental
That
game
could have
is there,
gone
Sundown,
real
and Dr.
bad.
Lupo. The
But it didn't.
minigun failed him there.
Gucci.
You hate to see
That
it,
could've
Jack.
gone
One of the
pretty
best
bad,
weapons in the
chat.
game,
We good,
in
though.
my opinion.
Everything's
Actually,
fine.
potentially the most
Everyone
fun
I
and
root
the
for
probably the
loses.
loudest, to be quite honest with you.
Oh, boy.
But the minigun is not the only thing that's been paying off. We're going to take a second here and look at all of the facets of the gameplay itself. We have a couple clips I'd like to review super quickly because in the Fortnite World Cup, we have teamwork, awareness, and just on-the-fly reactions. A quick trio here. There's the first and spots another pair rotating in from
Yeah, I
outside the
think
zone.
this team ended up with 10
Looking back,
kills.
Isaacs picks up that 3-piece, honestly, with ease. Just being ahead of those players as they're pushing from outside, it made the difference there. Eric from Fnatic in a 2v, let's see, now
Close one.
2v1 situation takes out the first. Young, the rocket from above to bring
God, that
down
was close.
Flow, and the quick swap from Eric,
Aye, aye,
shotgun
aye.
to SMG
And it
to
is
finish that off.
already started.
Positioning,
Yeah,
though,
I think it
top down from
started
here.
10
That
minutes
stink you
ago.
saw on the screen belongs to this
I
player as they're
zing.
beaming from above. Look at these just
'Cause the
little,
E1
quick little
stopped.
peeks, the shots from
I
outside,
think
that
they're
infantry
kind of
rifle
starting after
making
each
some
other. I'm not
big
sure.
impacts as players are rotating in.
Oh,
You'll notice
the
a lot
headshots!
of these clips, a lot of these replays
I
have
like
a
the
lot to
sound.
do with being just a step ahead of the storm. And even right here, Villain dropping in that pump shot, a lot of damage
Aye, aye, aye.
into the heavy sniper rifle, busting through the wall and saying, this is my elimination as well. All
It's so
these
much fun
players,
to
we've
see
seen
people
things
just,
like
like,
this, plays
breaking
like this over
walls,
and over
shotgun,
again. Deo's
breaking,
caught
shotgun.
just outside as Villain's trying to push in through the storm. the
You're
shot,
pretty crazy, lots of
it
talent.
was an
Yeah, I
easy
think that's
one
the case
shot.
on
And the number of
most
times that we've
servers,
seen
to
stuff
be
like this, like I was saying,
But yeah, I
players
agree.
make plays like this from
100%.
outside and hugging the outside of the storm. Gatekeeping is a term that we use as players are rotating in. We've seen it so many times, and it does make up a large portion of late game eliminations because it all comes down to reaction speed. Guys, these have been incredible games. I'm super excited to see what's next. Just so you know, the standings are being worked on. We'll have those for you in a little bit, but we do have more games ready to go. Courage,
No!
send that if you could,
Well,
please.
technically they're still
Thank you, Dr. Lupo.
at least 16
Final
minutes
games
to go.
for Europe right now. Who will be the 4 teams to qualify? We will know very, very soon. And well,
People
we
are
just
really
saw
gonna have
the
to pop up in the last
northern or
game,
the southernmost part of the map
if they're gonna
have
wanna
an end
be
zone.
top
And guess
4.
what, Sundown? We've gone to the complete opposite side now.
Going from corner to corner, coast to coast, no problem here. Slightly north
Oh my
of
God.
Sunny Steps as Bleach pushes right into
heavy
Simbitz's box and says bye-bye.
Absolutely. It's
Nice.
funny, it's a very similar scenario to that last game.
Have a good one, Star
One
Pie.
thing to keep in mind to point out, too, is
I think we got like
you know,
50 more
while
minutes of
these
EU
zones have
matches.
absolutely played a part in why there's
No.
less players, you've also got to think at the end when we talk about
Isn't
time
it for
control,
3 hours?
players just kind of going for it,
I'm pretty
going
sure
for
they have
those
3
elims,
hours
looking
to
for
play
some
the
fast
games, do
points,
they not?
hoping to maybe catch in
pretty
time
sure it's
to
from
hop
7 to
into another
10.
game before time runs out. Maybe they play this one as like a, hey, let's drop in, get as many limbs as we can in the first 2 minutes, then
33
hop
people.
into
It's a
another
very
queue, right?
intriguing circle.
Yeah, and just
Half
try
of
and
it's
like
in water.
burn your way out through taking
Yep.
many of those fights. Then the issue
Interesting.
becomes if you're like, oh, you're in one of those throwaway games, all of a sudden you get 7 elims and a nice loadout. You're like, well, at what point is this not a quote-unquote throwaway game, right? Because you really want to able to convert that. And another interesting thing there. Oh, I apologize. We're not north of Sunny Steps. We're just north of the block here on
Let's
that
time
side.
out. It's currently
one
10
interesting
p.m.
thing to note with the moving zones from 5 and onward.
Europe
because
is just
you do
doing
go
their
from
last games.
point
People
to
that
point,
queued up like
there's
5 minutes
times
before that.
where
Yeah,
in these
I know.
edge of map
That is
situations,
what I'm saying.
it's very rare, but you can
I
effectively
know.
be completely
I'm
off the
aware.
map for some of that traversal.
Yeah, it's
Like I
nuts
said,
what could wind up happening here
maximum
as you
length
see.
per game is
it
like
will
20.
move towards the northwest.
I think it was like
I
27
want to
minutes.
point out again for the viewers at home.
27 and a half minutes.
Stormy definitely has over 50 builds.
So, yeah.
Just since we joined this game, the spectator system's catching on up there with the inventory.
So
But
technically,
it
it's
looks
like
they'll both
ended. You
hop in their
can't start
ballers
any more games
and
now.
probably clear on
27
out
seconds, 50.
as it's time to
Oh,
begin the
it's
rotation
27
towards the next zone.
okay,
31
I thought
players
it was,
remaining,
27 and a half.
19 duos. So already a lot of these teams very, very close to earning those 3 placement points for reaching the top 15.
Yes, and if you guys are a little bit new, first, welcome back in. And I know there are some of the issues like Jack
How
was
is
just
that
talking
being
about
patronizing?
maybe
What?
the toolbar's not updating or the
You said
builds, the
something and
elim
I
is not
just-
going through. It's because
said
we've
something
swapped
bad.
up a little bit in
That's
terms
called
of
a
how we're
conversation
spectating
or
and jumping
or
into these
discussion.
matches. We're constantly iterating on it as well. And in addition to that, these tools are available to you if you want to check it out. There's generally a post put up
Is there any
on
people I know
one
in
of the
here?
subreddits. I think
No.
it's the competitive one where
Not that I
it
can
goes
see.
up. So you can check it out, jump
Thank
into
you,
some of
Max,
these
for the
replays,
6 months.
try them out
Welcome
yourself.
back.
But we appreciate you guys
Thank you very
hanging
much.
with us because we just want to catch as
Hello.
much Fortnite action as possible.
Thank you,
I
Talinator, for the
like this
9
format
months.
a lot. It's hopping
This
right
is
into the
Flame
juiciest
Baby.
part of the games. Obviously, there's a couple story aspects you miss out on, but in qualifiers like this, when there's so much going on, you just want to see as many
much
players,
going
as many
on.
end games as possible.
Well,
It's the
for
EU
me, I
Mongoose
want to see as
chat.
many interactions as possible, right?
Among
so
Us,
it's
Among Us.
for the earlier mid games, they're nice when teams are forced to interact, whether it's initial gun
you ruin
drops or gun
conversation?
races,
How's it ruining
or
the
like you've
conversation?
had somebody rotating to
I
the
don't
edge
get
of the
it.
circle. But from circle 4 and 5, you're guaranteed to see
Patronizing
players forced to
conversation.
interact
I'm not
with each
really
other.
sure what that
and
would
just
even
because
look
in
like.
Fortnite, there's so many options for how those interactions play out.
Yep.
And when the players are
That's another
this
27
absurdly
minutes.
good,
Yeah.
I mean, it's real interesting.
Now, one thing
But
to
I
take
think
note of
that,
here,
like,
Sundown,
I
is the
want
zone
to
going
see.
right
I know
back
the
towards the
Concerned
block,
Hunter is in another
where
game.
it really just was. There's going to be a ton of previous build in there that teams
I
will have
kinda
to keep
wanna
track
jump
of.
over
Don't
'cause they're in
overbuild when you
endgame
know,
right
hey,
now.
let's
There's, like, no
reconnect
people in
to
here
our
that
big tunnel we
knows.
had. Let's set back up where we once
We played
were.
it from later, so the
To
cover's
save
will end
ourselves from
later.
having
Yeah,
to burn through a lot of mats. You see
But
right
I'm
now,
probably just
Zynie
gonna-
and Mongoose just
Do we swap over? I think we should swap over.
tunneling on out.
But
It's
getting caught in
ripped
that
by an
rotation.
RPG. And it looks like because they break the shields, it's like, hey, let's pressure them right away.
Yeah, forced emergency rift there coming from the two boys on native as they're jumping away. You have Gambit's young player Astro, SMZ also on the low ground rotation, looking to find the rift, but it expires just
We
before
know nobody
that as you
here
start
yet.
moving towards
Nice
these
to
old
know
builds. And
people.
you talked.
Let me swap it over. They're in endgame as well, so it could be quite intriguing to watch. could be Nito. Here we go.
Yolo.
On peut pas,
Il y a
non
des ennemis juste
Both
en
of them
dessous.
alive, both of them have a lot of items. Pretty sure it could
Colline,
be a
elle est
really good
dangereuse, il y a
game.
déjà des gens. Et la moitié de la prochaine zone est dessus.
Ooh.
On va attendre un peu pour pas de non.
Oh god, there's so much stuff laying in front of them.
Ils sont grimper sur cette colline, donc je sais pas trop est-ce qu'ils vont aller se positionner. Ils vont sûrement jouer les deux adversaires qui sont en dessous.
Okay, they're probably gonna try
non,
and...
c'est moi, là.
They don't have a lot of ammo, but a little bit. Little bit.
Fais gaffe. Faut pas se prendre trop d'aggro, frère. Tu peux remonter avec moi au pire?
Level qui part. C'est lui ou pas?
Oui. Ça lance patate et
C'est
tout,
cool,
ça
et
roquette et
Level
tout.
Crépa vient de mourir.
Allez, allez, c'est quelle zone en plus
Did
qu'il
they
attend?
just say
Bah,
kebab?
nickel. Crie pas.
Après, il m'a pas
I'm
semblé
launching
avoir
early.
vu.
Oh
Je l'ai
my
pas vu, je l'ai
god.
pas vu
Donc,
partir.
du coup,
Jesus,
ça c'est un
Miracle.
bon call.
Oh my god, he gets...
Faut te faire
Il est
de
mis en plein vol.
Oh no.
Il y a un pad encore sur moi.
Et c'était éliminé Kripa ou c'était.
Il y avait marqué éliminé,
Éliminé,
qui est pas
nice.
éliminé, ça c'est sûr et certain.
Yeah. If you glide too long,
Après, il y a
people
peut-être
just...
encore son mate, mais
Everybody can aim.
Voyeur, il m'a pas semblé avoir vu son
You know what I mean?
Mais dans tous les cas, on les a pas vus depuis.
Ah non,
la
non,
lecture,
non, non,
on
j'ai.
a pas fait-
Attends, si,
Après, tu
oui,
peux
si.
récupérer mon stuff par
Si.
contre.
En plus,
Ouais,
ils avaient
faut
beaucoup de
focus.
points à aller chercher.
Ah, si, ils avaient quand même beaucoup de points,
Rotten
donc
fight,
c'est très
Alright,
bien.
Andrew is alone. I think the most amount of point anybody's gotten so far is
Ouais, plus que
90
39 joueurs en vie
something.
dans cette game,
Ouais.
donc
Je vais prendre, moi je suis safe là.
He's got a rift
Il a
too.
fait carré, hein.
I'm kind of sad that they didn't use the respawn.
pas aussi à pouvoir.
Do you guys think it will be that the respawn van will be active in NY?
On voit encore beaucoup de personnes qui meurent dans cette game.
I'm sorry, Glister. Thank you for the 169 bits.
Le joueur de la team BTL, l'ancienne team justement de.
Ouais, bah.
Zone, ça va faire direct.
I think someone's sitting above him.
Essaye de fight dans le coin pour personne fight avec toi, genre.
I sing.
Et en même temps,
traverser cette colline à moitié.
Wanna explain
sinon,
his
il va passer
binds?
par
I
gauche,
mean-
je pense qu'il va devoir fight.
Ah oui, il va faille et je pense qu'il va le
I
protéger.
don't know.
avec,
EU keyboard.
si.
I have a
Ouais,
like a
c'est bon,
Nordic
personne
layout.
n'apprend aussi.
Anyways, two mercies, so
Dans le coin
hopefully.
gauche, hein.
No way.
Ok.
No, you don't think?
Ouais, mais
Il
toi
faut
là.
vraiment que personne aille la prendre cette fight.
Faille à 2 secondes, à 2 secondes.